Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Black Friday. But to me, it's Friday. So far on the highways, nobody's around. The traffic and the mayhem is actually in anywhere there is a department store. Go figure, right? Let me fold this over because I always pull the collar up on this jacket to cover my neck and everything, but yeah. So, for the past month, I've been talking to some people that are having, they want to basically remember their past souls. They want to remember their past life memories. I, luckily and unfortunately, had a full past life regression. A full past life regression. Meaning I was put under, I call it put under because technically you're not here. You're going backwards with your spirit. It's like a full rewind and all the memories come rushing back. Now, there's a reason why a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want to remember the past couple lives or most recent. I remember all of mine, and which would explain my weirdness and awkwardness and my fast connections with people, because I remember everybody that as if the memories all happened yesterday or moments ago. This is somewhat of a really personal subject to me because it's caused a lot of people to say that I'm crazy. It's caused a lot of people to just fall away from me, I guess you'd say. Kind of like slowly back away out of my life. And that's fine, because even in their other lives, they couldn't handle a lot of unnormal things. They just wanted to, live their life, But, when you awake spiritually, when you get spiritually awoken, you try to focus and process all that you are, all that is in your life and others, all that is, all that was, all that will be at this very moment, the moment you finally wake up and become self-aware. It is a wonderful thing to become self-aware. It is also a very hard and difficult thing, because you cannot be lied to anymore. And, it is up to you to either endure lies or face them. And just face them and just be like, yeah, I'm not dealing with these lies anymore. I'm not talking about people that lie to you. I'm talking about illusions that, let's say, things at your work, what people say to you, the TV. I hardly watch TV anymore. In fact, I don't think I do. The only kind of news I get is what's on Facebook. And I research it if I want to know if it's true or not. Usually my bullshit meter goes off when there's a lie. I can tell when people lie to me. Do I do something about it right then and there? Sometimes, depending on what I'm being lied to about. Like, I had a friend who liked to lie about people, and I would she would tell me something about my own husband. At the time was my boyfriend. And I just look at her like, I know that's not true. She's like, really? But I saw him at this place with this person. I'm just like, he was with me that day within those hours. You sure? Quite sure? Yeah. Or she would try to come up with foolproof lies. She's like, oh, he doesn't like things like that or something. And that was when I put my foot down and said, look, I don't want you talking about nobody around me. Because chances are it's a lie. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay? You can start a conversation about anything but about other people. It is possible. Let's talk about, I don't know, stones. Because we had a common interest. She's no longer in my life. I don't tolerate it. I am guilty of venting about people. I don't gossip and lie about them. I vent. There's a big difference. So a lot of people for the past couple months, I would tell them like, hey, doing a past life regression is something that you have to prepare yourself for. You have to prepare yourself for the possible memories of some horrendous things. And also some really wonderful things. Facing the horrible things that you will probably face are worth facing it because of the wonderful memories and the knowledge you'll unlock. Because we keep coming back, and I do believe in reincarnation. I do believe that you come back because we have certain jobs to do. There are things that are expected of us to accomplish. Like, I know that my job in this life is to help people, spread the truth, and awaken people. And also to give hope to people when they feel like there is none to have. There is always hope. Also, my other job is to protect and to basically fight off the darkness that is in everywhere and everything. Fend it off, fight it off, destroy it bit by bit. You can't fully destroy it, but you can at least give it a good fight and make it F off. Like, hey, leave this person alone. They've had enough. It's a mutual respect that you have with the negativity and the darkness and the evil that people want to call it. Whatever you want to call it. Devil, Satan, demons, negativity, bad juju, bad people, whatever. Whatever it is. It's negative, and it does a lot of harm if it has been neglected and cut loose. It cannot be cut loose. And we cannot do without it at the same time. We have to have darkness in order to have light. You have to. It's balance. Too much darkness can destroy. Just enough can make you stronger and smarter and how do I explain it? Here's one. When you get some sicknesses out there, in order for your body to get immune to it and fight it off, you have to contract the sickness, whatever it is, like a virus, or Chicken pox. Good example. Chicken pox. Think of that. When you were a kid, chicken pox was no fun. It was terrible. It was horrible. It was itchy. You had to take those weird smelling baths, oatmeal baths. You had to get slathered with calamine, and all kinds of stuff and take medicine. I had to take medicine. And the only thing that can be done is just basically you catch the chicken pox and you get over it. And you don't ever catch chicken pox ever again. But when you get older, that sickness, darkness, we'll say that, gets stronger. It changes and it comes back to test you again. When you beat the shingles, which is an adult version of chicken pox, I'm not gonna lie, I've had shingles. It's hell. It's painful. It feels like someone's taking a fork and scraping my muscles out of my back, making minced barbecue out of my back. It's hell. It's not fun. Pain. I could not sit up whatsoever. I couldn't sit up. Couldn't do this. I couldn't, I could stand and walk a little bit, but then after a while, if I stand still, it was hell. Sleeping was also hell. If I was still for too long, my back would hurt. But you eventually beat it. You eventually beat it. Thing is, you can never fully get rid of darkness and the evil. It is a necessary thing. A lot of people, I find it very absurd when people ask, I want world peace. There is no such thing. But there is a way to cope and adapt. There is a way to face the evil and the negativity and grow from it to the point where it doesn't even bother you anymore. In fact, it goes elsewhere. It doesn't want to bother you anymore because it's not getting a rise out of you. But once you achieve these things, that is when you are strong enough to handle a past life regression. When the you now is introduced to your past spirits, you will feel the age of your soul. Now, granted, there's some things that used to bother you that won't bother you anymore. Idle, careless, empty conversations do not appeal to you. A lot of people think they've gone crazy and they're not exactly sure what happened to them. They feel like this is a horrible thing. It is not a horrible thing. You just realized basically what really matters. Empty conversations about shoes and clothes and what the Kardashians are doing and Hollywood and music artists, they kind of don't seem as put a spark in your voice anymore. You want to talk about things that are genuine and real. Which is why I just personally, I'm not good with idle conversations. Making noises to fill the silence, because to some people, they are they feel that silence is sad. They feel that silence is not good, when actually silence can be very informative. And that's when Spirit tells you things and talks to you and gives you information that you don't know how you know, but you know it. You know it. When you achieve your past life regression, now there are many ways of inducing this. You can come to it naturally. Basically, if there's like a certain kind of music that makes you feel a certain way, kind of like, at first it's going to be like an uncomfortable feeling, but then when you listen to it over and over and over alone in your personal time, you will find that this music is actually inducing and waking up some old memories that have been buried into your spirit. It's called spirit memory. What else do you think keeps us alive and makes us who we are, no matter what? Your spirit. A lot of people say, oh, it's cell memory. I don't quite agree with that, because your body is very, 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 very temporary. And those memories you're getting could very well, that the physical cell memory could be something from your great-great-grandmother or your mother or many ancestors down the road. But then, how do you explain the people that get memories from a family that they're not really blood? There are true accounts where kids that have been adopted into families that remember things about family members of the family that they're adopted to, or ancient family history line stuff, because their spirit was meant to be in that family. Hell be damned the blood, it's spirit. Spirit connects us. Blood is just a means of tracing. I know a lot of people say, oh, blood's thicker than water. Spirit is thicker than everything. Spirit is thicker than water, and more stronger and more vital than blood. Oh, but without blood, you're dead. Take away the body, what do you have? Energy, spirit. Your true form. This is just a means of doing physical things. Truly. If I was a vegetable, I would probably be traveling all over the place. Because my will is stronger than my body. The spirit can be very willing while the body cannot. My husband said that when he was a kid, he got in a car accident. He was in a coma for a good little while. He told me of the places he went to. He told me of dreams that he said he would have. But the thing is, he's told me that he doesn't really think they were dreams. He thinks that those are real places he went to. In fact, he said that he saw me when I was a young kid. He described something and like where I was. He described what I looked like, and I showed him a picture of me around that age. And he's like, that's who I saw in my dreams. He said, I saw you. He said, you would talk to me. And I said, honestly, at that age, I thought I was talking to a ghost. And this ghost boy said, I'll see you again. And he said there was another woman there with him, holding his hand, guiding him, making sure that he didn't go nowhere. Saying that, this is who you're supposed to find. You know, this is who you're supposed to be with. You need to find her. Don't forget her. This is, you know. So what's her name? What's her name? And I'm like, tell him my name. It was, my mom thought I was talking to ghosts. And it still blows me away that he has a memory of that. And I have a memory of that because it stood out. When you finally achieve your past life memories and basically the personality of you in your past, you can meet them. And they kind of, like, if you ask permission, like, hey, do you want to be a part of me? Do you want to be a part of this? Do you want to help me with what I am to face? It's up to them if they say yes. It's up to them if they say no. Not all my spirits decided to kind of meld together. It is possible. I have maybe 4 spirits from a past life that did not want to participate. And they said, no, I'm tired. I've had a hard life. I just want to be at peace. And I'm like, okay, you're at peace. Be at peace. And they can give you knowledge that will help you. Like, well, you know, there's this thing that's going to come up. You may face it. I don't know. But here, this is how you deal with this. Or here, this is an ability that could come in handy. You know? And you also need to take consideration that not all your spirits are going to be nice. Not all your spirits are friendly. Not all your spirits have your best interests at heart. So, the best thing to do is try to find the ones that are of light and goodness and say, okay, let's meet the others. And they'll be like, okay, let's do this. I got your back. Or they'll be like, no, you don't want to. And if you want to know all of it and meet all of them, honestly, it has to be a mutual thing. Now, not everyone's perception of this journey is the same. It could be different because, hey, we all didn't have the same kind of lives. We all don't have the same tasks that we are assigned to. And a lot of you all have asked me, who are you talking about that assigns these tasks? And I'm like, Creator, the boss, our Creator, our Creator is mentioned in a multitude of religions and spiritualities. Our Creator has no genders. Our Creator has no title. Which is why I'm comfortable with calling my Creator, or our Creator, God, because it just feels masculine to me. It just feels masculine to me. Now, to you, it may very well feel like a feminine, a female energy. Hey, it's different. It's different for everybody. Perception is something very diverse. It can change within a day. It can change within a experience. It can change within seconds. It can change within seconds. And what are you looking at? Dude, mind your business. Gosh, people be so nosy. perception is the key to diversity. And once you realize that, the next key for peace and harmony is tolerance. You need to tolerate and all the different perspectives that are floating around, driving around, walking around, flying around, everything. Nothing is ever going to be just like you. Nothing is ever going to be just like your life. Sure, there may be some, there may be some experiences that are verbatim, word for word, experience with experience, feeling by feeling. It may be so freaking close that it's uncanny, but it is definitely something different. It's never, if I were to try to draw a web chart, it'll be never ending at the sheer diversity of one thing, one situation, one feeling. Depression is not the same thing for everybody. Anger, emotions are not the same thing for everybody. It's simply not going to be. Not ever. Not ever. Let me explain to you. I used to be very carefree. Everything upset me. Everything upset me, and I felt like, this shouldn't be. People shouldn't do this. People shouldn't say that. People should not. But they do and do and do and do. I would hunt people down on the internet and explain to them, if they've hurt somebody, explain to them the open way of feeling and thinking and talking, and explain to them the repercussions that they are going to face because they were cruel to somebody, or if someone's being bullied. I would hunt them down on the internet. I would tell them everything that I saw and know that they've done, and I used to, tell them, how it affects other people. 9 times out of 10, they would exclaim that they do not care. And I said, well, you really should, because I would fight people to care. I used to, because I thought, I wanted them to know, people that were asleep, like, hey, wake up, you're hurting people. Do you care? No, I don't. Well, you should. Because not only are you cruel to somebody, you're cruel to yourself, because you are continuing a cycle of upheaval and upset within yourself, doing these things to people, and you don't understand. That's where all this upset and bad juju is coming from and wreaking havoc on you. But the bottom line is, you will never get to know your true self if you don't wake up. And nobody can do that for you. There may be some spells out there to help you, but I don't recommend them. It's better to come naturally. And having someone do a past life regression, you need to face all your inner demons before you do something like that. Otherwise, your insecurity and your agitation and your bad juju is going to come back and smack you across the face while you're trying to find out who you are. Think about it. We truly don't know ourselves until we wake up and look within ourselves and then investigate and find out who we were. And the moment you do all that, you're going to find out The world and the universe and all of existence is far bigger than you really think. Time is truly irrelevant. We just use it to measure, moments. It's like just a checkpoint stamp. And that we are truly powerful beings. And this physical body, yes, take care of it, please. Do what feels right. But it is truly temporary. And your spirit has been here on this plane of existence more than once. And the sooner you realize all that, you will know why you are here. You will know what you're supposed to do. You will know more than you ever have. So, call me crazy. You wouldn't be the first. Call me evil. People think I am. I'm just trying to help people. I've already been told that I'm going to hell. But it's kind of weird because I do a lot of God's work. Well, our Creator's work. I help people. I protect people. I just help people. I just want people to stop hurting. I want people to stop being lost. I want people to be happy. I want people to have peace. I want people to be strong enough to face anything that comes at them. So I leave you all with that. And love and light to you all. And I really hope you guys stay safe out here on Black Friday. Because it looks like there's a lot of people that are asleep. Running around. Fighting for things right after being thankful for things. Love and light. Namaste.